Carlos Takam. Hello, Derek. The Derek Chisora. Dressing room, you both know it's race. Clean break straight away with the multi-volt took both. The lot. Long rumored, and now heavyweight reality. Both can box, both can date. Who has what it takes at this stage of their journeys? Takamu's had a full camp, not the 10 days notice. Just, alright, and both down to work straight away. Where you passing? This with Chisora. Let's him get that jab guard and get the guard up just early on, because Takam showing that it means business here. Straight eating cannon, head out. Personality, and there's a lot of lovers here tonight for Chisora, which is nice to see. Been clubbing, drama in the opening round here. And Chisora Takam. Yeah, Chisora needs to get his backs up these yards. Just spin off the rope. Don't sit there taking these full-blooded punches, because it's only going to soak energy out of him. When he was working with me in Spine a few years back, could maintain this for 10 rounds. If he could do this tonight, just Daryl Boy out of game. Attacker does his heavy rating counter. Big right hand, Chisora attack on the runs. Attacker. So they'll get out of the corner because Tekka will happily oblige and just keep working away. Oh, exactly what I was hoping for. And roll it out, walk. Chisora's thrown a couple of nice sneaky lip guns to the body. It's from the parallel. In a tremendous hockey round here at the O2. Look everywhere there. He's showing Takam there as he's driving up, chopping up. Then to see in front of him, but a question of tactics so early on because Tan had maybe Chisora's hoping that Takam punches himself out because he's all out there early, and you know, if this fight goes into later rounds, you can't afford to through Chisora. But guys, we thought it might be right? When I started by attack to his body. So I noticed Chisora did get the first. It's his all-out aggression and his punch output that I strongly show from Chisora. He's going to really need to show some heart here to get through these first 6 rounds. Well, we've seen so much of Derek Chisora. No sleeping tonight. He's right down to business. Big uppercut. Close and personal. Oh, it's not what it was. Some of these shots with Chisora's having his success. About left foot, but some of these shots are getting to his landed. The better shots, the better body shots. But he's going to shots over Takam. The only person I've seen go toe-to-toe with Takam like this is Alexander Constantine taking it. When you take it down, come about lift up, Charles has been with Derek Chisora for 13 years. And he stirred buys and no surprise. With good think that Chisora's Takam isn't, maybe. Or maybe if it's good, maybe we miss a game. Well, and he's firing back and having his own success. So if Takam can't maintain, well, you could be hurt. Any good jabs from Chisora. I mean, all the 1 or 2 shots at a time. Is that what you did? With competition, you have to hit with 3 or 4 or 5 punches in succession to just take you out. Takam maybe not have that. 1 punch punches, and he's hitting Takam some good body shots. He's starting to hit some Derek Chisora. Takam responds with the right hand, but he just shrugs it off. The Finchley man, Takam was going to get it, bounces off Chisora. He just drew himself. John handed on the button. But to kick Chisora out, you've got both punches and bunches. Round. You think that body, but what's the borderlands of that one? Beautiful. And the cages and everything else. But you know what? Is he good fights himself. Very fair enough. Well, Takam being forced to backward and to maintain the pace. Johnny backbolt throwing slightly low there. Takam, he's got forward momentum now. Sorry, Chisora is putting Takam on his back foot. So the landing, hit the heaven and the fake, but if you want to get Chisora out of it like he's trying to do, Base entertaining for us watching. Have to say, love may continue. So Fox Chisora, I don't know that he's got Takam. Good words here. Just on it to share every bit. Have his chin and Chaffner's the tonight. If he could keep it going, what is she? Just occasionally, the extra bit of class from Chisora here is able to just pick counter punches and sit back on the ropes and let Takam rope with very little success. Right? She's getting hit with shots, but it'd be quite uncomfortable on his back foot there. I had shy Chisora. I think he's doing whatever he's doing. Well, with faculty to body glove before he don't move. Okay? Doing Chisora elected to stand in between rounds, so there was a tired sort of. If I was him, I'd take as much rest, seeing that inspiring with Takam. He seemed to do about that was Howard Foster. If he can maintain this pace, Chisora, heavyweight can, and after a breathers at stages, but the good news for Chisora is, I remember Carson, all of a sudden he took a left hook and he was knocked out. So Takam can be knocked out. He's been knocked out before, and Chisora's not. He's always got that punch, a deed like that, a shot like that. Big right hand and a left from Chisora. It's a good thing about the heavyweight division is he mass quality counters. It's not thrown or not. In this round to win it for me, the Takam's at spending a lot of energy. Was he's starting to take more punches, cleaner punches. But there's not one either win. Left turn for a leveled his defense. Great cube soaking him up, looking for the counterball. Bottom was been these gladiators, these old boys have shown us. Terrific session again, and Chisora having it as we are this brawl, this war between Derek Chisora early in the morning with a backpack on, running the streets of London. They're gonna need to be. The pair of them, if this is gonna continue, talent-wise, underprepared. This time around, clearly he's paid the price in training. And he's playing that and walked on. Is it right? Right, left hand to the right for Takam, and Chisora has to suck that up. Sniper shot, the left hook over looping left, and Chisora took you well, and an uppercut as well. Good with Chisora in his back foot because he's landed volumes here. He called a couple of big shots. He's one bit more wanted from Green. Better left hand from Takam. He tried to shake it around. But he's shipping a lot of punishment now. And Takam is ready, and he wants to knock out here. Well, it's the heavy hook, the looking shot though coming from Takam, and Chisora needs to go off them road thrills. Still more. He's tottering there. Chisora, but he started himself. Listen, you're absolutely loving this. Weird, great heavyweight fight this should turn out to be. Derek Chisora now going into the second half of this fight. Maybe slightly behind on the car. Mentally, he'll be strong for the back of that. That's it. What about the physicals in the first half, David? Listen, these guys have expended way more energy. This is in 12 rounds of action. They broke up the punch output for this fight. Is what you'd expect from a middleweight fight? And the Barons hits the opening bow. Takam, I think, looking for a bit the stoppage now. Oh, uppercut as well. And Chisora really needs to start doing something firing. That's let's and the block to Chisora. And Takam looks to Cameroon the fly, but the heavyweight tie-up. They're normally the referee are forced to break heavyweights up. The referees those days were long gone by. He's rewound the club. He really has tonight. I think he's that mindset Derek Chisora's coming with tonight. He doesn't want a right attitude. He's woken up, he's tearing out, but Chisora needs a big finish for this round. He's landing some nice shots, but the volume, the output from Takam, it's just getting it, putting it, and up awesome. What a great effort though from Carlos Takam. He'll check anyway, but for this fight, he must have known how tough Derek Chisora could be. Short career good shape. It really is the official points lost. Have you guys had a moment to even write your scores down? And he's keeps again. I keep forgetting. Well, I think Chisora's sitting back as well. It's hard waiting to protect him to slow down, and he's showing no sign, just happy to keep working away, which is extraordinary for the size of the man. I've only given Chisora the poop. If that means I want to stand, this is one of my. Oh, what a shot for Derek Chisora in the every breast Takam. He's just a man up in his legs. Oh, betraying him. This is Chisora's ball. Oh, right hand and believable. So, in one of the great heavyweight fights, had everyone's all done Charles down. And it's celebration time for Elboy, who can produce the performance of his career. Looking at for right how they landed, we never get on the side of Takam's head and they scramble your sensors. Having a little debate off and a no doubt. I've spent so many years around in the amateurs. I love him. I'm so happy for him. He is now back where he belongs. He demands a shot just on what no one else has done for Carlos Takam. He has just call that fuck him out. Shot dirty, but he sucked it out. And somehow he found a belief right deep down in those boots. Adamizab niggled to this counter. Derek Chisora fights anyone, anywhere. Let's go through his resume. David Hay, Batani Klitzkov. Who's done that to Carlos Takam? It's no more the fight. Carlos Takam was such a hard man and no one could do this. Look at this, the stood by him. Don Charles knew he had that in him. A lot, an absolute treat for fight fans. They were. Well, when Chisora turns up and he means business, this is why he can't produce. To anybody who's saying that he turns up all the time, Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora wins the war. Your heart goes out to Carlos Takam as well.